New year, new you, or maybe new year lightly modified you. Either way, it's always so fun to switch up your look, and these 4 haircut trends of 2023 I'm going over today are all perfect for fine thin hair, so you can be confident in rocking a brand new look. And having versions of most of these cuts myself, I'm going to be going over some great styling tips as well. If you're new here, my name is Summer, and here on my channel it's all things cutting and coloring tutorials with product and styling tips geared towards fine thin hair. As somebody with fine and thinner hair, I know the struggle of feeling like you're limited in what cuts you can have to keep your hair looking as full as possible. I have mostly always kept my hair in a bob of sorts or had extensions to make me feel comfortable with my own hair, but only recently when taking out my extensions, I, believe it or not, actually love my layered fine hair. I think maybe just being in my mid-30s, I've just gained a newfound confidence and I'm more open to change. And I hope that this video will help, even if it's just one of you, to find that confidence in yourself and inspire a change in your look. Let's go. First up, we have the layered butterfly shag style haircut. We have seen this cut pop up all over 2022, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I think with COVID, so many people were just happy to let their hair do its own thing, let it grow. We weren't going anywhere. We were wearing masks, certainly not doing our hair. I know I wasn't. Now that life is back to normal, people are wanting to make up for lost time, and wanting to change up our hair is naturally part of that feeling. Layers can give so much fun to your hair, and believe it or not, you can have layers with your fine thin hair to give you all the movement, all the texture. I recently took the plunge and got myself a version of the butterfly haircut, and while I don't have as much fullness in my ends as I'd like, I find the benefits to the cut outweigh the bad. I'm able to get much more fullness and volume at my root, and I find that it's actually not requiring as much reshaping as when I had it more one length or with longer layers. This cut adds a nice face frame to your face, and the layers everywhere in the back you can play off with some texture sprays or paste to really mess it up. You also still have the option to curl or wave your hair as well, so it's very versatile. My favorite way to style this cut on myself is using Velcro rollers, of course, during my blow dry, day one, and followed up with using my volume to create the extra height at my root. This tool has become a cannot live without product. The bounce and bend I get from my Velcro rollers carries on into my day 2 and 3, and using a texture spray and paste can help to add more movement and texture in between washes. I'm able to get a fun look while not putting heat on my hair on my ends the way that I was before. If this cut is something that you think you want to try with your fine and thinner hair and you're unsure what to tell your stylist, phrases that are great to say in a consultation is, I want movement without removing the weight at my base, or explaining to your stylist that you want the bottom layer to fall down before creating the rest of the layers, or even saying that you're okay with a bit of a disconnected type of layer. These are all phrases I use when describing my own hair to be cut. Check out my playlist, Best Cuts for Fine Hair, that explains a little bit more on how to communicate with your stylist. And I also have a cutting tutorial I did on myself where I show you exactly how I cut my hair into this look. The second trendy haircut is great for someone who doesn't like a layered look and wants a more elegant, sleek style. A mid-length haircut is such a classic look. This can be anywhere from resting right on the shoulder to just below the collarbone. This cut I feel like is trending because it's great for someone with a lot of length who wants a chop, and it is a great goal length for when growing out shorter hair. You are able to still pull your hair back away from your face, curl or put waves in it. With this length, you're able to maintain maximum fullness at your ends because it's not too long to where your ends start thinning out. It's a very easy cut to style as well. Blow dry brushes, they're a great option when styling this cut, and they're also ideal for those who do not like using a round brush and blow dryer separately. They make it much easier on your arms and shoulders. If you like a little bit more volume in your hair, my recommendation would be the Dry Bar Single Shot. This gives some really nice volume with its shape, and those who like a more sleeker look, the Time Volumizer is great as well, and it's at a much lower price point. If you like to wear this cut with waves, I recommend using an 1¼ inch size iron, as it will help keep a softer look. T3 is my go-to iron I use at home, and if you'd like a more affordable option, the Kristen S Nano Black Curling Iron retails for significantly less, and it works great. The next trendy cut I want to mention is is a 90s bop. 2022 was a total 90s vibe with hair and fashion, and I can't imagine that this cut won't be popular in 2023. Like the mid-length cut, it's great for finer hair types as you're keeping so much fullness in your hair. This sits right at your chin or just below where you can slightly round it in towards your face. This is often most popular parted right down the middle, but it can be worn with a side part as well. With this cut being shorter, it's so easy to style. When my hair was shorter like this, I would just use a big round brush to smooth out my hair. It's a great way to get it nice and sleek for those who prefer that look. If you like more volume, you can still use those Velcro rollers along the top of your hair to create extra height, and it will help give just the slightest amount of bend along your face. If you like it with a little mess or with a more textured look, I like to add in just a little bit of AG's Dry Lift Paste. I work this all through my hair to get just a little bit more movement everywhere. It's a super simple step to add to your routine, and I will link the product in the description below. This cut is often seen with it being cut completely straight all the way around, but I prefer it with just the slightest bevel. These types of cuts grow out fast, and the back tends to grow out sooner than the sides, so keeping it a little bit at an angle helps keep it more even in between cuts, and it also helps keep the eye moving up, which is going to keep a more youthful appearance overall and not drag down the rest of the face. The last trend in 2023 I think we will be seeing is, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of bangs. Emily in Paris and Wednesday, we see so much bang, especially in Wednesday, so I can't imagine that we won't be seeing bangs all through this year. What's so great about bangs is that they can go with almost any haircut. They are a great addition to the layers that are found in a butterfly or shag style haircut. You can texture them up to give an edgy look to match the movement and texture of your layers. Round face shapes, I think a side swept bang is a little more ideal as it creates a more angular look and it helps break up the face to elongate it. I think an A-frame style bang for square face shapes are great as they create a little bit more softness through the rest of your face. You can do them wispy or even a little more full. It really all comes down to personal preference. When styling bangs, I like to blow dry the bangs at first, just side to side, pushing them with a round brush. If you have a cowlick, it is best to do this with the bangs very, very wet. Once you have gotten them more dry, I then like to start rounding them out with my round brush. And if you wear them split in the middle, you would just simply angle them with your brush to start lightly swooping them back. I am curious what cuts you guys think will be the most trendy in 2023 and which of these suggestions is your favorite. And if you have tried any of them yourself, I hope I left you with some confidence to try something new, and I will see you guys next time.